In terms of programmatic and creativity, for me, those two things, they're not mutually exclusive. I guess I'll say that. Programmatic needs to be there. Technology needs to be in place because for forever, we've been putting messages and communication out there, and we know we're reaching probably half of the right audience, right? And so programmatic, in my mind, is what is driving us to connect with the right people. And the creativity is still necessary because it's the thing that's going to get them engaged. The creativity is the thing that's going to inspire them and get them to want to buy your products and services. So you can't separate the two. And I think we're just starting to understand how to unlock creativity in a programmatic context, because it is a change, right? We have to tailor messages to the right audiences. You can't just assume you're targeting kind of one type of customer.
So kind of walk us through what that might be. I mean, it's sort of early on, but what is your vision? Where might that, how might that develop?
For me, it comes down to context, right? And the context could be what we know about you as a customer. Have we ever connected with you before? Have you bought our product? Are you a fan of our product? Are you a doubter? It comes down to things like maybe the weather outside. It comes down to where you live. It comes down to all these things, all these pieces of data that can help us understand who you are and where you are in terms of your attitudes, in terms of your behaviors, in terms of your purchasing patterns. So all of this as a marketer is out there for you now, and I think understanding how to pull it together and still create a great story for your brand is the challenge that marketers have.
Give us your thoughts on some developments to watch ahead of us.
Well, I think one huge trend to watch is the continued move towards mobile and the continued value of that inventory in the mobile space. That we saw that this year, that is going to skyrocket next year. I think in terms of the connection between social and paid, that connection is going to get much stronger. I think influencers are going to continue to have much more power in the media landscape, and that publishers are figuring out how to work with those influencers to create.
Who are those influencers?
Well, they're creators, right? They're people who are telling their story, who have a large audience, and more, whether, regardless of the platform that they're using to connect with their fans, they're building bigger and bigger audiences. So figuring out how to connect with those fans through various mechanisms and connect them into paid media is critical for all marketers, I think.